Hello, Joel Tadman here at Foresight Sports HQ in Guildford, testing out the new Callaway Great Big Bertha Epic Fairway woods. Now, just like with the drivers, there's two versions to speak of. We've got the standard and the Sub-Zero model. No jailbreak technology to speak of here. Instead, we've got an upgraded hyperspeed face cup. We've also got the implementation of Callaway triaxial carbon, so a much lighter crown compared to the traditional titanium crown. Makes this fairway wood, I think it's 11% more forgiving than the XR16 fairway wood, which was a very good performing fairway wood and a very big seller as well for Callaway, I believe. So interesting to see the way Callaway have put this club together. Like I said, it comes in two versions. The standard version, the Great Big Bertha Epic, is a little bit larger profile. They've both got the OptiFit hosel adjustability, similar kind of face depth, but with the Great Big Bertha Epic Sub-Zero, we've got adjustable sole weights here, so 22 and a 3 gram weight, which you can obviously switch to change the launch and spin depending on your preference. Similar cosmetics at address, with the green kind of colouring and the triaxial carbon visible there at address when you look down. I've been having a hit with it today on my GC2 launch monitor, just off the deck, both in the standard stiff options. They're slightly different actually, but these are the two standard stiff. We've got the Rogue in the Sub-Zero and the Hazardous in the Project X in the standard fairway. So let's have a look at the numbers to see exactly how they perform and where the differences in performance lie. Right, so here we go, testing the two Great Big Bertha Epic fairway woods using premium golf balls on the simulator here behind me. Let's start with the standard fairway wood, average 246 yards. This is off the deck, launching at 13 degrees, spinning at 3-1. So that's kind of numbers that you would expect, I guess, from a club hitting it off the deck. But if you were to be using, certainly if I was to be using this club off the tee, I would hope for a little bit less spin than that. In fact, I'd probably fit into the Sub-Zero version anyway. I've got this set into the low spin setting anyway with that heavyweight in the front. And you look at the numbers, the carry distance went up when I switched to the Sub-Zero to 248. It doesn't look like it's the most inviting to hit off the tee actually, just because when you look down at address, it really does look like it's got a kind of shallow face to it. You'd almost feel more comfortable hitting this off the deck. But definitely with the Sub-Zero, you're shallower from front to back there, more workability there, but less kind of confidence aspiring down by the ball. Comes in a lower loft. Well, I've got the 13.5 degree head here, which I lofted up to +1 degree, so only half a degree lower loft than the standard, which was 15 degrees, which might contribute to the 2 yards extra carry I got. Lower spin, lower launch, given that it's the low spin and the low launch setting. Really enjoyed the feel of these clubs. They feel absolutely fantastic out the middle. Like, they feel very similar to a driver when you strike the driver out the middle. Ball flight, I'm very impressed with both of the ball flight, very consistent. Again, the Sub-Zero would edge it for me just in terms of the spin characteristics and the overall kind of versatility that I would get from it. But I think, you know, your average golfer, your everyday golfer would definitely benefit from the forgiveness of the Great Big Bertha Epic. They've certainly been taken up a notch compared to previous generations of fairway wood. And if you struggle with your driver, you know, if you hit this out of the middle, you're not going to be losing too many yards over a slightly mishit drive. And that's the thing you need to consider, you know, should you be switching down to one of these fairway woods, perhaps even a lower lofted one here like we've got in the Sub-Zero, and using this more off the tee. It might be a little bit more easy to control the ball flight, perhaps the strike not so much, but obviously with the loft adjustability as well, you've got a whole host of settings there to help your game. Even if you don't want to switch out your driver, lots of different situations where these fairways are going to come in handy. Excellent versatility. They come in at £279 and they're going on sale at the end of January. So there you have it, some excellent performance there from the Callaway Epic fairway woods. Lots of different options, two different head designs. Depending on your ability or your swing speed, you're going to find an option that's going to work best for your game.